Once a king went to the jungle for hunting, but he lost his way in the jungle. For 3 days he kept wandering here and there, but he could not find a way out. When the situation became very bad, he prayed to God. He said, "Whoever takes me out of this jungle, I will marry my most beautiful daughter to him and will also give him 3 horses full of money." Suddenly, a small, thorny porcupine came near his feet. The king was in a hurry, so without thinking anything, he started following the porcupine. In no time, it came out of the jungle. The next day, a big businessman came to the same jungle for hunting, but he also lost his way. For 2 days, he also kept wandering in the forest. Tired of it, he also made the same promise. Whoever takes him out of the forest, he will marry his most beautiful daughter to him and will also give him 3 kilos of gold. As soon as he said this, the same porcupine came to him again. The porcupine said that he will take him out safely. The businessman was very scared. To save his life, he made a promise to the porcupine and agreed to sacrifice his daughter. In a short while, the porcupine took him out of the forest. A few days later, an old poor man came to the forest to cut wood, but unfortunately, he also lost his way. He did not have any wealth, yet he prayed from his heart, "Whoever shows me the way, I will consider him my son and will love him like my son." On hearing this, the same porcupine appeared again. The porcupine took that old man out of the forest as well. After some time, the winter season arrived. The porcupine reached the old man's house and knocked on the door. The old man opened the door, and the merchant was very happy to see the porcupine. His wife prepared a warm bed for the porcupine and put him to sleep. The next day at dinner, the porcupine told the old man that he wanted a black rooster and a short bridle. The old man brought them all. The porcupine put the bridle on the rooster and jumped on its back like a warrior riding a horse. The rooster flew and took the porcupine to the merchant's house. The merchant's dog was frightened at all this and ran and hid inside the house. When the merchant saw the porcupine, he was frightened, but now there was no use in being afraid, because now the time had come to keep the promise. He called his 3 daughters and reminded them of the old promise. The daughters started crying, but the porcupine chose the youngest daughter and left from there with 3 kilos of gold. On the way, the girl started crying and said, "I will keep crying until I die." The porcupine felt sorry for her, so he sent the girl back to her father, but kept the 3 kilos of gold with himself. After some time, the winter ended. The porcupine again came to the king riding on his black hawk. The king called his 3 daughters and repeated the story of the jungle to them. The eldest daughter said, "If you send me with this porcupine, I will fight and run away." The second daughter said, "I will die, but I will not marry this porcupine." But the youngest princess said, "I will marry the porcupine because he saved my father's life." The king felt proud of his daughter that she was so good-hearted, but he also felt sad that he would have to send his most beloved daughter. The king kept his promise. He sent the princess in a royal carriage and also gave her a carriage filled with gold, silver, and diamonds. On the way, the porcupine saw that the princess was not crying at all. Rather, she was calling him to her. The porcupine thought the princess would be afraid of him or think he was ugly, but the princess said, "It doesn't matter to me. I know you won't harm me." As soon as he said this, a magic happened. The porcupine shook himself, and he turned into a tall, handsome prince. His black hawk also turned into a golden horse, and their carriage turned into a sparkling diamond palace.